freak show that happens for 7 weekends out of the year. That's pretty good. I'd say it's something. But this feels still a little too hot. Let me maybe turn this down. Otherwise, we're blowing out the ears of the vendor shame over there.
You guys called my dad to find a snake and said he was a 6-foot leprechaun.
Oh yeah?
I was there for that.
That means he's still a 6-foot leprechaun. How old are you?
I am now 23.
How old?
23.
43? 23. When I was your age, I was 24.
Don't you love these moments? Ethan, this will be McCracken, the power behind the pipes! Sorry, we're trying not to use articles in many sentences. Sorry, I used the word that. Then, yeah, we'll just keep it like Cro-Magnon for the rest of the day. For our sound check, we went over this a brief moment ago. This is an acoustic and unplugged performance. Our volume can only reach so many levels, so if you need it louder, please move your arms closer to the stage. And if it's too loud for anyone here, we do have some hearing protection, like little I guess, they're hermetically sealed per person. Maybe about 100 of the little earplugs there. But honestly, just gauge where your comfort zone is. Whether it's up close, somewhere in the middle, or in the back, or from your car. It's really up to you. So we run the sound check that we call Zito the Bubble Man and Ian Green of Green Tracks all matched up one afternoon they met together and drank too much in a Scottish pub. But that's none of our business, is it? See us after the show or Fanny for more information. But we need to start this tune all at the same time because there's no fade into bagpipes or drums. And we take our cue off of Master Piper Ethan's foot. And for more of Ethan's foot, please visit onlyfeet.com. head of HR and our boss really helps. You could say she wears the pants in Tartnic, but right now, let's be on the big drums creating a bit of a tempo. Once again, this should be a conceptual moment, a decision that you're making onto yourself. No controlling the neighbor. You've got to have stamina, some energy. So lots of us as little gentlemen, it'll go something like this. It's alright if you're You may notice in the past 2 decades, Tartnic seldom, almost never, like one album back in like, I don't know, 2000 something, where we do not feature lyrics. Typically, you're not singing along to Tartnic unless you're like, right? But we have one lyric in this next tune set, and we chose the smallest, most monosyllabic word we could think of.
Beer.
Other than beer, or ear, that word is hey. Hey, hey! Hey! Even horses get it, so we feel very confident that there'll be this like eruption of hay during this tune. You watch, the cue will be obvious. You know, we'll let you know when it happens. But let's get this party started. Let me. Walk your way. hopefully you're in trouble. We may need to make a formal public service announcement for that. Those of you in our audience who may have developed a case of tinnitus, we have no insurance. It's the risk one takes when they're hearing that heavenly sound of the great Highland bagpipes. We tend to get carried away, our tongues tapping, our heads nodding, and we'd like to say that sort of volume should only be appropriate for noise-cancelling Bluetooth headphones or your neighbors. And if you would like some music for your neighbors, we have that available. 15 albums as a box set individually. You can come here, do that, get the t-shirt, a bunch of non-musical merchandise, all under the control of our sweet Fanny McCracken. So even if we're rocking out and you need to come up to the stage, ask a question, you're welcome to do so. We have applied deodorant today. At least I have. I mean, twice. You good? You good? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, my glasses, those who may be undecided on the matter, would you like to rock out a wee bit more? We've got plans for this second half of the show. So those of you in the audience, we do have a policy on piracy. After 2 decades and many albums, the Highland Games in Detroit, we've been all over Michigan. Ask our sweet Fanny, all over the bit. But for this next number, we'd like you to be comfortable. These may contain melodies for billions. heavy metal for those headbangers out there. This driving tune the hellbound train. Once again, please welcome to the stage our boss, Fanny McCracken! trying to shake it up with our medley of Flatwater music. For those of you that need more, we're back up on the stage at 5:15. In between shows, we have Supreme Idiots, the Renaissance Festival show, and one step further, until our next show at 5:15. From Tartnic to you. Thank you!